Yeah, first lambs of the year. Hello. Yeah, welcome to Earth. Hey, welcome back. So it's February still, and in the middle of the repotting season, and everything seems to be going pretty good at the moment. So except for the weather, which is decidedly wet, but never mind. Uh, Delight's in here anyway. So this little springtime delight is a Japanese flowering quince that I've been working on for about 25 years now, and it's starting to get, somewhere close to presentable, but it's going to burst out in flowers soon, and the flowers are just lovely. So, but that's been repotted this season. It needed it, to be honest, and I wanted to get it into a shallower pot. I've been getting it into shallower and shallower pots over the last 10 years. So, but now we're just about there with it. So I just got to put some fresh soil in round the edges there. So, but I thought I'd stick it up on there and show it, because I really like this one. If the camera focuses, it's got some great old bark on it now. It's really really gnarly. Like I say, it's getting ready to flower, which is nice. And I will wire this branch once it's flowered and the flowers are gone. I'll work on that branch then, but it seems to be that most of the blooms are going to be on that branch there. So I shall wait for that to occur, and then I shall work on that branch. What I've got next to it is a potentilla, which hopefully that will bloom this year and get some lovely yellow flowers on that. So between the lovely yellow flowers on that and the gorgeous red flowers with the yellow stamen on this, it's that's all looking pretty good, really. So you saw that in the last video. That was the last video, and I was just about to start work on the other ewe. Kind of like changed where I want the front, really. When I acquired this tree, the front was very much there. So, but I think over the last few years I've been looking at it more and more, and I just want to shift the perspective round so that maybe this is the front of the tree, and we're sort of viewing it more a bit like that there, as opposed to round here. Still going to get to see plenty of that dead wood in there, but I just think if I come this way, there's some lovely dead wood over here, and it sort of gets a bit hidden there. I think really it could be appreciated more somewhere from this sort of angle. So that's what I'm going to try and do with that tree, and I'll probably set it up in a minute somewhere on a stool in the light, and start trimming some of that back like we did with this one in the last video. And yep, that's starting to look good. That's on its way to get in there. Focus. There we are. Pleased with the potentilla. That's starting to take shape, although I have got to take off that big knobbly bit there, but we'll get round to that in another video, I suppose. Yeah, just a little bit of this Yamadori Scots pine that I just can't help myself. I have to grab them when I'm in the mountains. I just see them and go, ah, potential stuff. So that's there. Love playing with Scots pine. I think through playing with small little saplings like that at no real financial risk, I've learnt how to work with bigger pines, really. So always good to start small, maybe. What else we got in here? Here's a little little juniper, there we go, that I got from a garden centre nursery stock. The chap gave me it actually. He was throwing some stuff out at the end of the year, and he knew I did a bit of bonsai, and there was about a dozen conifers there, and he said go and help yourself. So I did, and 3 years later we've got that sort of thing going on. But yeah, just play, isn't it, really? If you get given stuff to play with, it's, you know, no real financial loss to you if you bugger it up, so to speak. But yeah, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get set up in a minute, and we'll work on this yew. Here's a sessile oak that's up for a repot. Actually, this is one from the forest track that you saw in an earlier video. Same track, different tree. This is a few years, about 5 years ago, when I first found that track. I got this sessile oak, so that's going to come out, and that's going to be potted up more at an angle, maybe like that, if that makes sense. And I think it's going to go into this little pot here, like this, another collected little Yamadori Scots pine of mine. So that's coming out of that pot into something maybe with a bit more of a earthy tone, and I think that blue pot will work nicely with this little sessile oak. So that's going to be happening either in this video or the next one. And over there is a Windswept Siberian Elm that I got at the same auction, maybe a different year, that I acquired this at. And well, I shot a little bit of video the other day because I brought it in to dry it out to do all the lime sulphur on the deadwood, and whilst I was cleaning it I discovered that literally half the trunk had rotted out inside there. So, but it's good, the other half is alright. So, but I'm going to be working on some of the ramification on this at some point. So, but yeah, that's another really good tree that I'm really into. So, but yeah, taking all those back down to 2 buds, getting ready just before it all bursts out into spring. And when that bursts out, that elm really goes for it because it's so strong. Hopefully it will still be as strong with half the wood missing, but to be honest, it was very pulpy. I shot another bit of video the other day, and I'll try. What I'll do is I'll insert that here. So let's see if we can just go bloop, and when it goes light again. So we'll see moving that on swiftly. Here's one for you. It's a Windswept Siberian Elm that I got from an auction about 4 years ago. Really love the style of it. I know Windswept's not everyone's cup of tea, but anyway, this particular tree I really took a shine to at the auction. It had loads of carving and deadwood created in the front of it at some point, and over the years I've just been trying to build some ramification and some branch structure up there that I'm happy with. But well, today strange thing occurred really. I went to have a look at it to do its usual routine maintenance for this time of year, and it appears that like a lot of the trunk is rotting out. All the heartwood in the tree is starting to rot out. Now this that is most of the heartwood from inside there. So there's a good section of trunk left, but I am seriously shocked by what has come out. Now, when I first started going to bonsai shows, I saw a guy called Simon, and you probably know who he is if you're in the UK, and he's got a lovely elm, I think, that he's been working on, and it's like a bit of Swiss cheese. So I know that the tree will live on the rest of the wood, and the heartwood really is not essential, but even so, quite shocking to get that lot out from inside there. So if I can hold the camera still, I'll show you. Look, I'll get this bit of wire here, put a bit of a kink on it, and if I stick it in there, there we are, it comes out there. So let's try and, there we are. There is a lot of wood that's come out of that trunk. Now It's okay, the tree will be fine. And in fact, I think once I've been at it with the Dremel tool and cleaned all this dead wood up, we'll probably be a little bit looking nice. But well, I was thinking more about dealing with me ramification today, let alone scalloping out the trunk with a bit of old bonsai wire. But there we are. So what I'm going to do is just pan back a minute, and I'll stick that there for the moment. And well, I just thought I'd film it because it's quite interesting, really. So anyway. Alright, well, I've chopped a bit more at it, and I'm going to leave it there for now. I think I'm probably going to go back in the house, have some tea, and come back out, crack on with a few more bits and pieces. I might jiggle that round in the pot tonight. I might do it tomorrow when the sun's back out. But that's kind of where we're going with it now. So that's both the U's moved on a bit. There's the other one there, and gosh, I do like this flowering quince. I really do. I can't say any more than that. But right, well, see you soon.